Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? Washington now brings this out. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. They'll start on the ground. Etienne. And they'll be stopped at the 28. On a play that started at the 14, they pick up 14. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. And boy, again, they won't get this off in time. So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
19, Tiger, 19.
And they'll go again with Etienne. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. The Jaguars at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they've gotten a pretty good deal from the schedule makers as well. Home dates in Weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you can imagine,
nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because when the defense got it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
And then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing. But to give them this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away in the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position. And to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Now Fields. This will be caught just inside the 10. It'll go as a gain of 4. And now it's 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. But he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front. And a lot of times that is one-on-one. If you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. Jacobs will take this one in for a Vegas touchdown.
What a luxury it is to be able to call a bowling ball like Josh Jacobs down near the goal line. 5'10", 220 pounds, and he's not afraid to get in there and get the tough yards. He finishes off this drive with a touchdown run.
And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Washington now brings this out. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. And he
will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Travis Etienne, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars strike quickly here to tie up the ball game. Point after, right down the middle. And they take the lead here at 7-6. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other. And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion, one more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Fields now to throw. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. Down the right sideline. He may go. Brandon Ayuk. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Brandon Ayuk. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders are once again back in front. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Now back to throw.
That's going to be caught by Bigsby.
They'll wind up getting just a yard, and that'll leave them with a 3rd and 2.
You look at this Raiders defense.
They're a tough unit to throw against, currently 4th toughest in the NFL.
And hey, they were stingy in the opener, didn't allow much of anything at all through the air. So now they come into week 2 saying, hey, let's see if we can do even better. Let's go ahead and get to that number 1 spot.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a 1st down.
A good throw there, and this is a quarterback who's still just getting his feet wet, obviously. And by most accounts, last week played okay in the victory. But I want to know, Charles, what was your impression of his play last week?
Brandon, I think a lot of teams will be happy with okay, and early on, it's less about how many touchdowns did he throw, but did he not throw interceptions? Did he handle adversity? Did he handle the huddle? Those types of things. That's what people are looking for.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
I believe this is what you would call growing pains here, partner, because this defense obviously took the challenge facing the rookie, and they wanted to help indoctrinate him to the NFL. So now the big question is, can he answer that challenge and rebound with plenty of time remaining in this game?
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one good for 13 and a Raider 1st down.
Here's Fields.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Raider linemen might have been moving. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
A play fake, now Fields to throw.
Sliding out of the pocket. That's caught by Myers. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Fields. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 13-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Now it's Fields off the bootleg. He'll get that complete to Parkinson.
Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
2nd down and 8. Back to throw. Fields. That's into the hands of Parkinson, the tight end.
So the completion gets him just a yard. 3rd and 7 now.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Open man, it's Mayer in the end zone for the Raiders touchdown.
A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Raiders are able to extend their lead.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Washington now brings this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 5. Here's the option.
And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Rolling to his right.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And now off to the races down the right side. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
That's good for a Jacksonville 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Here's 2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. On the move to his left.
Just a crazy throw there, and it's intercepted. And the Raiders are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
Wow, so wipe out the INT, roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
They'll get this out to the flat for ETN.
And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skill showing the power, but just not much room to operate. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right.
And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
On 3rd down, they're going to go with the option.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. It's their quarterback, keeping it himself from 8 yards out.
And the Jags are back within a score.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will shrink to 6.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down. So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well.
They go with Jacobs. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Bigsby. And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. 2nd and 9 now. A short throw there to Strange. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him, because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
First down now, but the clock continues to move. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. He'll drop to throw. And he will find Ridley on the left side. Touchdown! Calvin Ridley in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jaguars have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead into the locker room. Extra point right down the middle. And that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. Four seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. And we'll still have time for one play before the half, as this will be fair caught and brought out to the 25. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's going to be taken down here, as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. But, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. There he goes, left side. But that one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. You come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
As we both know, there was a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year. Part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
They go play action here on first down. Flush to his right. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great effort there. His third touchdown of the game and fourth on the year. And the Jaguars take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 8. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. The returner, Trey Tucker, going to bring this one out. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with third down coming up.
Off play action, Fields. That is caught. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain of 37.
The timing was absolutely true as he caught it working across the field. Plenty of space for him to roam, but notice how he keeps his head on a swivel, looking for defenders who may crop up out of nowhere.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked up by Andre Cisco. And the Jags are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down. 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
We saw a lot of that a week ago defensively from him. AFC Defensive Player of the Week. Just always seems to be around the football.
I like your observation there. Understands the game, understands positioning, can put himself in the right spot, and then make a play on the football.
And it's taken in at the 9. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hand.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Brandon Ayuk.
His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year.
And the Raiders have cut the lead back down to 2.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Carlson now to add the extra point. And this is now a 1-point game.
Makes the score Jaguars 28, Raiders 27.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Their own 12-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Well, able to force him out of the pocket right, but still able to complete it. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds.
3rd down and 1. They'll run with Etienne.
And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
And Bigsby once more. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of...
And the Raiders have got him. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up third. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on third down, they've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. He'll air this one out for Kirk. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Just because you've got the lead in the 4th, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
Here's Logan Cook now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
He's on his way. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
Josh Jacobs with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Raiders use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone. I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make this a 6-point game. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
Washington now brings this out. And he returns this to the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Another tote for Etienne.
And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. On play action, they'll throw, eluding the pressure right. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down.
Straight ahead, Etienne.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Etienne up the middle.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
On 3rd down, here's Etienne.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
Brandon, this can be so demoralizing for a defense. They've had 2 opportunities to get off the field. They haven't gotten it done. So now your coordinator is going to call every blitz that he has, any type of exotic, something that they haven't seen before. And he's also telling the defensive lineman, don't worry about holding people up. Just get in gaps and try and make a big play.
And not only not getting off the field on 2 opportunities, clock continuing to run. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
He'll drop this one off with Etienne.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. Looking to throw. Rolling to his left.
Screenplay, here's Etienne.
And he won't quite make it. He needed 6, he got about 5. 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, and now it's 1st and 10.
Running out of the gun with Etienne. 128 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back.
Now 2nd and 4.
They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. Now the throw here complete on the right sideline.
And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save a timeout. Handoff running left is Etienne.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
Back to throw. He'll buy some time right.
That's caught. It's Strange, the tight end. Now this feels like a late season game, even though it's just week 2. Here's a big 3rd down.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
Brings up 4th down.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders have just about sewn up this football game.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Here we go.
They'll come up 2nd and 7.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. And they take a knee.
This is a pretty entertaining ball game, Charles. Had the lead changes going on in the 2nd half, but I think for the losing side, not able to put any points on the board in the 4th quarter. That ultimately was what really stung them.
And you know what puzzled them during the game? It's going to puzzle them even more when they go back, watch tape, and try and figure it all out. Did they not make the proper adjustments, or were they just outplayed? They'll have to figure that out and get ready for their next one.